Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. After my last post regarding the questions everyone has, I got so many messages and comments from people saying how much they related to those questions. Honestly, I wasn't surprised because those questions are real. They're the same thoughts that ran through my mind before starting this business too. So instead of sending the answers privately this time, I thought why not share them right here with all of you? Because if you've been thinking the same things, maybe my answers will help you find a bit of clarity too. I haven't worked in years. Will I be able to learn again? I asked myself that question too. I had almost a 10-year gap. My education was in healthcare and I never worked professionally after moving to the US. But what pushed me forward was my desire to change my current situation. I trusted my gut and decided that it wasn't about whether this decision would turn out right. It was about making it right with my effort and consistency. I don't have marketing or business experience. What if I fail? When I started, I had zero experience. And yes, I failed many times. But the best part of this business is there is no ticking clock here. You can learn at your own pace and keep trying until it clicks. Every failed attempt taught me something new. The real shift happened when I focused on my personal growth. The day I grew as a person, my business started growing too. Do I have to be online all the time? No, you don't. That's the beauty of it. You are not an employee here, you're an entrepreneur. I have dedicated work hours, but when it's time for my family, I switch off. I've learned to show up intentionally, not constantly. That's how I run my business and keep my peace. There are so many online businesses. How do I know this one is real? That's a fair question. And I had that doubt too. But this business is registered and recognized by the IRS. I receive a 1099 tax document every year for my income. And you don't get that from anything that's not legitimate. This isn't a side hustle or a random link. It's a real business model with real products and services and real people. I've seen people talk about it before, but is anyone successfully doing this? Yes, and many of them are just like me. When I started, I wasn't active on social media at all. No Instagram account, a quiet Facebook profile. Everything I know today, content creation, confidence, connection, and everything else, I learned through the training and community. I started with no confidence and plenty of fear, but the desire to change kept me going. And now I'm surrounded by a global community of people, moms, beginners, introverts, all succeeding in their own way. You seem so confident, but are there others like me succeeding too? Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. When you keep showing up and learning, confidence starts to grow naturally. Consistency brings progress. Progress brings confidence, and confidence brings results. That's how I built mine, one small step at a time. What if I'm not meant for something bigger? If you're asking that, it already means you're ready for more. I didn't even ask myself that question at first. I had already made peace with small goals. If I could make $500 or $1,000 a month, that would have been enough. But this business changed my mindset completely. It didn't just help me dream, it made me believe I could live those dreams. And now I'm creating even bigger ones. Maybe later, when the kids are older. That's something every mom thinks. But after almost 10 years of motherhood, I can tell you, you never stop being a mom. The perfect time never comes. I started when my daughter was 6 and my son was 10 months old. I built this business during naps, after bedtime, in between life. I treated it like my third baby, and it grew because I nurtured it. Once things settle down, I'll start. I hear this one a lot. I'll start after the holidays, I'll start after when life calms down, I'll start once we buy our home. But life rarely slows down, it just changes its shape. There's always another event, another milestone, another reason to wait. We plan for travel, for shopping, for the dream home, but we forget to build the income that makes all of those things easier. So instead of waiting, I decided to work on enabling myself to build something that allowed me to do all of it without waiting for the perfect time. The goal isn't to choose between your dreams, it's to grow enough to afford every single one of them. So, those were my answers, straight from my heart. If these questions have been sitting quietly in your mind too, I hope something here made you pause and reflect. You don't need to have it all figured out before you begin. You just have to take that one small step, and sometimes that's all it takes to change everything. Thank you for listening and for every comment, message, and kind words.